Hey, everybody. It is a Friday night in the Valley of the Sun, and I'm hanging out here with Audrey, who is, as always, producing and running things and making everything flow exquisitely. And then also Jenn back at Command HQ, and she is handling all of kind of the interactions in the chat. So I appreciate that as always. And yeah, so if you're tuning in for the first time, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Trying to get my chat to display correctly. There it goes. So if you want to give a hey hey and a ho ho, that would be cool. So a couple of things before we get started tonight. So we've got some solar eclipse records because the solar eclipse is coming up on Monday, and if you're in kind of the southwest, middle of the country, and then up towards Montreal and stuff into Canada, you'll be affected. I think Audrey, you told us that Phoenix is going to be about 70% affected.
I think so.
And then Audrey's worried about all the bugs that are supposed to come out. And are they going to kill us all, or what do you think's going to happen there?
No, I just saw a news thing that they're supposed to be these bugs.
Bugs.
Going to be prominent. I don't know. Someone can explain.
Okay. So Audrey,
I saw it on the news. I don't know how.
Audrey said she saw it on the news that there's going to be some bugs kind of appearing on Monday at about 11 o'clock Phoenix time when the solar eclipse happens. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but we have some solar eclipse records that we pulled, and then we've got some obviously new pre-owned vinyl, and then I want to mention this the Nirvana record as well, and there's a reason for that. And then we've got another crate of pre-owned new vinyl. And then we've got some more $4 records like we had last night that are going to be going out onto the floor. Now you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get a $4 copy of Fleetwood Mac Mirage. Well, this is a VG minus copy. So we only take VG copies. So this would be a $4. This would definitely be a starter version of this record, but it's a VG minus. So that's why that's only a $4 record. Because if it was VG plus, VG plus plus, then then it's Fleetwood Mac, so it's more valuable. So okay, so before we get to the solar eclipse and then some of the other good stuff that's we got tonight, I want to mention that apparently it is the 30-year anniversary, if you want to call it that, unfortunately, of Kurt Cobain committing suicide. So yeah, so there's that. I remember I was in a baseball league, like a fantasy baseball league, and obviously baseball season had just started. And I remember talking to a guy, and he's the one who told me that Kurt Cobain died. And I really didn't have that much of a reaction to it because, in all honesty, I was a child of the 80s, and Nirvana coming along kind of blew out all the hard rock and stuff that I loved. But now, going back 30 years later, there's some really, really good Nirvana songs out there, and I definitely appreciate them. I loved In Bloom at the time. And but yeah, so there's there's that. So I wanted to mention that in case anybody is a big Nirvana fan or even a casual Nirvana fan, because we just got this back in stock here recently, not today, but a couple of days ago, and that's Nirvana's greatest hits. In case anyone's interested, and yes, it has everything on there that you'd expect, including the man that sold the world. In Bloom, which was my favorite Nirvana song back in the day. That was kind of like the one song by Nirvana that I really loved. So anyways, that's it. That's all I got to say about that. So, but yeah, Kurt Cobain, 30 years ago today. His body wasn't discovered until April 8th. So actually, I guess it isn't the 30-year anniversary, but the coroner, not to be morbid here, placed his death on April 5th. So on April 8th, we'll probably hear more about it because that's when his body was discovered, and the news broke out that day. So I guess it was 29 days and 362. Wait, 29 years, 362 days. I don't know. Let's move on. So I wanted to talk about some solar eclipse records. Audrey's looking at me like, you're crazy. Exactly.
It's really dark.
I know, it's kind of dark, and I didn't mean to do that. So, but yeah, so if you're tuning in for the first time, I apologize. It's not normally like this. It's usually a grand old party where we're hanging out with friends and stuff like Mark. Hey, Mark, he's back. So I got a story to tell you about Mark. We accidentally blocked him the other night. It was a complete accident, and we've never really blocked anybody, and which is great. So we had to figure out how to do that. So Mark, sorry about that, and glad that you're back in the stream. So that's That's very cool. All right. So if your first time tuning in, great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you're here for the 27th time, that's even better and fantastic. So some solar eclipse records. Obviously, this one kind of goes without saying a little bit. This is a VG++ copy of, I think this was like a 77 reissue. It's got some shelfware, but it includes the 2 posters and a sticker. And that's why it's $59, because it's rare to find an OG copy, or, well, not a 1972, but a 77 reissue. This was either 77 or 75. And it's $59. So if you're interested, hey, here's another solar eclipse record for Monday. If you're interested, this is Cat Stevens. I'm trying to remember the song that's on here. Oh, Moonshadow. There you go. There you go. And that is a VG copy for $9. If you're into some Cat Stevens. This is Death Cab for Cutie, Narrow Stairs. This is $24.99. This is also a solar eclipse record, and I don't remember the song, but there's one song in here particular related to the solar eclipse. So that's why we threw it into the bin. So that's $24.99, and that's a new copy. And then this is also a new copy of the Beatles. This is Abbey Road, and yes, of course, Here Comes the Sun is on this record. So there you go. $34.99 for that one. And then a couple more here for Solar Eclipseville. Let me get rid of that. Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun. This is super unknown. $45.99. It's a 2 LP. And yes, it does have Fell on Black Days. Wait, this doesn't have, oh, it does have Black Hole Sun on it. And Spoon Man and a lot of other good songs there. So there you go. And then I just threw this one in for the heck of it, because it kind of looks like a solar flare, maybe. Maybe there'll be a spaceship that comes out of the solar flare. This is a VG copy. The jacket has seen its better days, but still, it's a good starter copy, and it's $19 for one of Journey's best albums. I still think Frontiers is their best album. And then we did have another copy of Dark Side of the Moon. This is a 73 repress, and this is a VG++, and it's $29, so a little more affordable, but no posters in this one or sticker as well. So there you go. All right. I wanted to get that stuff out of the way. So thank you for indulging me in the solar eclipse vinyl that we had for the night, and the morbid story, unfortunately, of Kurt Cobain. All right. Here we go. Party started, baby. $29. Excellent copy. The Unforgettable Fire from U2. It's got a little bit of edgeware. Not too bad. This is the album. This was my gateway into YouTube. Pride in the Name of Love, obviously, was the big song on this record. But yeah, fantastic record by U2. Excellent condition, $29. And it's an OG from back in the day. Who is this? Oh, this is James Blake. The Color of Anything. Excellent vinyl on this one. It's $29. It's a 2 LP if you're familiar with James Blake. More of a modern artist, but figured I'd throw that in. This is Rob Zombie, and this is the Electric Warrior Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser. And Sandy actually cleaned and processed this record for us. It's in excellent condition. And she said the inside stuff is very, 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 very Rob Zombie, and very, very intense. It's very adult. Let's just put it that way. So if you love yourself some Rob Zombie, there you go. And Rob Zombie is Rob Zombie after all. Yeah, so there you go. All right. Machine Gun Kelly, Tickets to My Downfall. Excellent copy. This is kind of a newer artist as well. I don't know if you're familiar with them. I think Jenn kind of likes some Machine Gun Kelly stuff. So there you go. Miss Janet Jackson, and that is Control, $24. I think this was her first album with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis produced. I've actually been to the studio in Minneapolis where this was actually produced. Control's on here. Nasty, What Have You Done For Me Lately? The Pleasure Principle, When I Think of You. It's like a greatest hits, I guess, from Janet. That's $24. The vinyl is in excellent condition. There is some ringwear on the jacket itself. Other than that, it's a pretty nice copy, and yeah, and it's Janet Jackson. So there you go. Flock of Seagulls. I love the hair. Boom. That's the hair. And all these guys are now bald. Bald. Well, you kind of knew he was going to go bald. Bald. That guy still has his hair, and it's still spectacular. Yeah, so that's $29. VG++ copy of one of the great 80s albums that I think is underrated, because it's It sounds great. So don't know if you're into Flock of Seagulls, but if you are, and even if you're just into 80s stuff, it's a good record. And then another Flock of Seagulls record that is Listen. I think this was the follow-up record. I think this was. There you go. You can see him there. Yes. Bald. Well, you knew that was going to happen. Bald. Still has his hair. I'm repeating myself. I'm redundant. I keep saying things over and over again. I apologize. Vinyl is in excellent condition. $19. Another copy of Brothers in Arms. Excellent condition on this vinyl. $24. We've had a lot of Dire Straits come in lately, so that's very cool. Same with Steely Dan. This is the Royal Scam. This is $19. It's a VG++ copy, and we have our first winner of the night. Is it Chris?
No,
Chris.
David. He is going to take Flock of Seagulls,
Ooh.
the first one.
Oh yes, I love this record, and it's produced by a guy named Mike, or it's engineered by a guy named Mike Shipley, who did some of the greatest sounding records in the 80s, including Heartbeat City. He did Pyromania, and a lot of other really good stuff. I love Mike Shipley as an engineer. Engineers are vastly underrated in the music industry. Producers get a lot of love, but engineers are fantastic. So, all right, cool, David. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, the Royal Scam once again, VG++, $19. It's a beautiful copy of this Steely Dan record. It's got a little bit of edge wear there. Other than that, it's pretty tip top. Pretzel Logic, $19. This is a VG++ copy, and it's got like a gold stamp promo on there, so it's a promo as well. That's a cool cover. I don't know why it's a cool cover, but it's a cool cover. It makes me want hot dogs more than hot pretzels. It's got roasted chestnuts as well, peanuts, and fresh pretzels. The pretzels are good. I was thinking today, Audrey, that we're out of goldfish in the store because Audrey loves herself some goldfish. I love myself some pretzels. So, not saying anything about anything, but maybe if the wonderfully and talented young lady who's back at Command HQ could help us out there, that would be awesome. All right, cool. Thank you. This is Foreigner. This is a beautiful copy of Foreigner 4, $19, excellent condition. And I don't think Mike Shipley actually was the engineer on this, but he worked with Mutt Lange a lot, who obviously produced Foreigner 4. This is Regatta de Blanco, and it is the Police. This is a VG++ copy. Cover's got some ring wear, as you'd expect. Well, maybe a little bit expect, because it's kind of a darker color. And then it's $19 for that one. Ooh, Synchronicity, VG++, that is $19. Nice copy of that. You know, some of the weird things with the Synchronicity records is that some of them were kind of transparent, and if you held them up to the light, there were different colors, like different pressing plants did kind of different colors, but they look black if you take them out. So you have to hold them into the light, so to kind of know what you're going to get. So anyways, I don't know. And the music anecdote that maybe didn't go anywhere. So like my stories earlier in the show. So, and a reminder, if you see something and you're watching later, I think we had a bunch of stuff come in from Mark, and also from who else am I thinking of? Brian, and then lastly, Randy. Thank you, Audrey. Picked up some stuff after the fact. So if you see anything that you're watching later on YouTube or Facebook, you can always do that as well. $19 is a VG++ copy of the Smithereens, especially for you. I'm looking for 11. That's got the big song on it, but I've never seen that actually in my life. The big Smithereens record. This is Eliminator ZZ Top, and that is $19 in excellent condition. It's got a little bit of shelf wear on the bottom, and I think I saw like a few small creases, like one there, but they're very small. And yeah, there you go. I heard that ZZ Top, maybe a couple of years ago, sold their catalog, their music publishing catalog, for $50 million. So I guess that's pretty good. Donald Fagen, The Nightfly, $19. VG Plus copy of this one. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Once again, a little edge wear. But yeah, all in all, not too shabby. Obviously, one part of Steely Dan.
We had 2 people comment for the Smithereens. Mark was first.
All right, Mark grabs the Smithereens. Good job. Who was second?
Who was second? Sorry. David was second.
David. So okay,
and
so
Darren would like pretzels,
Pretzel Logic?
Yes.
Pretzels. All right, so that goes to Mark. David was second. And then Pretzel Logic. Yes, thank you. Not the Royal Scam, but Pretzel Logic goes to Darren. Okay, thanks, Darren. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, I don't know why I'm moving that forward. I'm still working on this crate. I'm a little out of it today. I just switched to Sanka. I'm like Mr. I forget the guy's name from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Oh, well, I'm doing bits and I don't even know all of them. This is News of the World by Queen. $19. It's a VG Plus copy. And yeah, it's a gatefold that actually opens up, I think, this way. Because some of the Queen records did that. There is a little bit of edge wear. A lot of edge wear there, kind of along the opening where you pull the record out. But other than that, the cover looks great, actually. So $19 VG Plus on that. This is the Beatles. Oop, hang on a second. Let me do this. All right, cool. I'm having issues today. I got ants in my pants. This is $19. This is the best of the Bee Gees, the Beatles, 62 to 66 VG Plus condition on the vinyl, and it is I think this is the early Beatles stuff, isn't it? I think this is the early Beatles. I know that's a later picture. Is the red? I think the red is the early stuff, yeah, and the blue is the later stuff. So 67 to 72, I think. This is Noise, Noise, Noise by The Last Gang, I guess. $19. It's in excellent condition. It's on clear with purple red splatter vinyl, limited to 599 copies. It's kind of rock and punk if you want to kind of experience some kind of like new punk. So there you go, The Last Gang. And then what do we got here? Oh, one more record. It is Morrison Hotel VG Plus on the condition, $14. It's a 1970 pressing. It's a gatefold. Actually, that cover looks pretty top notch. Roadhouse Blues, Waiting for the Sun. Yeah, some good stuff on here. Anyways, nice copy of Morrison Hotel VG Plus if you're interested. All right, let's go through this crate one more time. And I will mention Nirvana one more time. I will forego the sad news about Kurt Cobain's 30th anniversary of him passing. And then we'll go back through my solar eclipse stuff. That is Dark Side of the Moon, and that is 70s pressing, and includes the poster and the stickers. So that's $59. Cat Stevens, $9. We got Death Cab for Cutie. That's a new vinyl record, $24.99. The Beatles, $34.99. Here Comes the Sun, Cheaty Deedy.
Jillian will take the Doors.
All right, cool. I thought Jillian might grab the Doors. I had that in mind. Thank you, Jillian. And this is Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun, for the upcoming solar eclipse on Monday. That is $45.99 for that 2 LP from those guys. And then Journey Escape was $19. Another copy of Pink Floyd from 73. That is $29. U2, $29. Beautiful copy of that. We've got James Blake. That is $29. Rob Zombie, $29. That is, who is this? Oh, that's the Machine Gun Kelly, $29. Janet Jackson, excellent condition on this one, $24. That's Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Flock of Seagulls, $19. Brothers in Arms, $24. The Royal Scam, $19. Foreigner 4, $19. The Police, $19. Synchronicity, $19. ZZ Top, $19. We got Donald Fagen, The Night Fly, $19. Queen, News of the World, $19. The Beatles, $19. I'm kind of repeating myself. And $19 for The Last Gang. Noise, 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 that's punk. All right. So let's move on to our second crate of new pre-owned vinyl that's been sleeved. It's been, what else has it been? Hold up my finger here. It's been cleaned, sleeved, and graded for your pleasure. All right. Elvis is going to start off that crate. Let me see if I can do this. All right, here we go. Elvis. Who doesn't love Elvis? In Concert. This is still sealed $14. And what's on here? That's All Right, Mama. Lonesome Tonight. Yeah. Don't Be Cruel. Jailhouse Rock. And obviously, let's see here. Little Sister. Johnny Be Good. Hound Dog. Can't Help Falling in Love. Yeah. Good stuff. There you go. Elvis, $14. This is Alphabet City by ABC, $14 in excellent condition. Obviously, that one's assumed in excellent condition because it's sealed. And that is, yeah, there you go. That's a nice copy of ABC. Be There. Is that on here? I'm not sure. I like that song.
Andrew would like Dark Side and Fagan. All
right, cool. Donald Fagen, The Night Fly. So that's kind of in the back. So which Dark Side of the Moon?
It said $50, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, that one. The one with the posters? Okay, cool. Thank you. Let me.
Said the back? Oh, that just happened. Yeah, we can't do this one-handed.
Okay, I got. Yep, exactly.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. All right, cool. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. And then we've got what is that? Alphabet City. Oh yeah, I already did that one. There's a super disc. We had a car super disc recently. Now this isn't as sexy. Let's call it what it is. This is Lee Ritenour, but still, it's a super disc. It's $14, so it's going to sound amazing because it is on that kind of really high quality vinyl from the late 70s. It's a half-speed master. So if you're into Lee Ritenour, there it is. Boom. You found your grail. $14 only. Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, VG++, $9. I love that song. Fantastic song. Johnny Cash, VG+, at Folsom Prism. I know he had a kind of a solar eclipse type of song as well. Dark as the Dungeon. No, it wasn't that. I don't think it's on this record. But yeah, so the famous performance from Folsom Prism. The Pretenders, VG+, that's $9 for their album. Howard Jones, Dream It Into Action, VG++, $9. And yes, things can only get better.
Harold will take Elvis.
Harold wants Elvis. Very nice, Harold. I will put that to the side over here with Nirvana. Maybe perhaps Elvis hanging out with Kurt Cobain right now. Maybe they're jamming. You know, in heaven, everyone gets along, right? You don't have all the pettiness and everything, you know, in the afterlife, right? Everybody getting along back then. So I'm guessing that Elvis and Kurt Cobain are like, let's do a song. And Kurt's like, sure, why not? All right, cool. I'm living in a fantasy world. Oh, Harold wants Johnny Cash? Yes. All right, cool. And then, of course, Johnny probably up there as well. Though Johnny, I think, could start some SHIT, if you ask me. I don't know why I said that. I love Johnny. But yeah, he looks like a kind of guy that would be like, yeah, you know, all right, I don't agree with this. He's like Waylon Jennings. All right. This is level 42. It's a VG++ copy. It's $9. It is a promo copy because it's got clip corner. It's World Machine by level 42. Oh, look at this. Wang Chung, To Live and Die in LA. Remember that movie? Wasn't Sean Penn in that movie? That's an excellent copy. It's $9. So the vinyl is perfection. And yeah. There's a guy that comes in the store. Usually he's a jazz guy. He picked up the Wang Chung record from last night. So he like buys all the jazz, all the new jazz that comes out and stuff. But he also has a little bit of a kind of a new wave in the 80s taste. So that's cool. Robert Cray. I remember this record. Strong Persuader, VG++. That's $9. Great guitarist, Robert Cray. Very underrated in my humble opinion. So I know he had a couple of hits off this record if I remember. But I don't know what they were. I just don't remember. Anyways, okay, I'm done there. I think I might have to drink another drink of water here. I'm not being able to interact with Audrey as much tonight, and I think it's throwing me off my game because you're keeping Audrey busy tonight. So we appreciate that, of course. But you know, there you go. All right. Oh, a couple of box sets on the back there. We've got the Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, okay. It's on color vinyl. Sonic the Hedgehog. And we got Dave Matthews Band back there. That's an RSD release on orange vinyl. It's DMB live tracks, and it's $2.99 if you're interested. And then finally, not a Britney Spears. I'm sorry, Whitney. a Whitney Houston 30th anniversary of her self-titled, which is a fantastic. It's actually still sealed. It's a fantastic packaging. That's $79 if you're interested. Eddie Money, VG Plus. He's up in heaven too. He's probably hanging out with Johnny Cash and Waylon and trying to pick a fight there with Kurt and Elvis, perhaps. There you go. Hold on loosely. Baby, hold on, rather, not hold on loosely. Haircut 100 VG copy or VG Plus copy on this. That's $9. Bruce Hornsby in the Range, The Way It Is, VG Plus Plus copy for $9. Very nice. That is Stevie Wonder in Square Circle, VG Plus Plus on that vinyl. Very nice. Cool. Steve Morris Band, The Introduction. Excellent copy, 84 specialty pressing. Wasn't he was a guy in Dixie Dregs, and then wasn't he in Kansas for like 12 seconds, and then joined Deep Purple when Richie left. I think that's Steve Morris. Yeah, that's Steve Morris. More Wang Chung, $9. Excellent condition on the vinyl. VG Plus on this Asia record, $9. We got a little more Asia, VG Plus, $9 for Astra. Sting. Every day one of these records comes into the store, I swear. It's fantastic. Sting sold a lot of the Dream of the Blue Turtles back in the day. Free, set them free. That's $9. It's an excellent copy on vinyl, as you'd expect. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, Jason came in today. We got a picture. Audrey got a picture of Jason picking up his Metallica Kill 'Em All on Megaforce. So very cool. Thanks, Jason. I think that's actually the second most expensive record we ever sold in the store. There was like this really weird psych record from 1970 that we sold once. It was even more than that. But yeah, kind of crazy stuff. But hey, Metallica is so cool. There you go. That's all. That's only my story. And we also sold Off the Wall to Turner. We sold To Hell with the Devil. So thanks for Turner for coming in. I think that's it. Maybe there was something else. Maybe a couple other things. I don't know. $9. Billie Holiday Story VG condition on this, and it is on the Decca label. This is Brain Damage Orchestra. Come on, man. 1988 Funk and Soul. Do those guys look like a good time or what? Is that tin foil? I'm not sure if that's tin foil. Oh, yeah, aluminum foil in a hot climate. You can protect yourself from the solar eclipse with that tin foil and those glasses. So. Nice. Excellent condition on that Brain Damage Orchestra. More Wang Chung. All right. $5 for Mosaic. Yeah, I was wondering, where's the other guy from Wang Chung? He got the back cover, I guess. It's like Cheap Trick. The pretty boy gets the front, and then the uglies get the back. More Creedence Gold VG copy of this, $5 with Fortunate Sons on here. Cool Stop the Rain. I put a spell on you up around the bend. So there you go. Creedence. The Honey Drippers. That is in excellent condition. It's $5 on the vinyl. Cool. That is the Greg Kihn Band. Did he lose on Jeopardy? He did not lose on Jeopardy on this one. So it's got the breakup song, though. I love the breakup song actually better than I Lost on Jeopardy or Our Love's in Jeopardy. I'm doing the Weird Al version. But the breakup song is fantastic. $5 for Greg Kihn Band on that one. That is Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. That's $5. An excellent copy. Joni Mitchell, 74. Yeah, what? I don't know. Anyways, $5 Club Edition if you're interested.
Harold wants Creedence Clearwater Revival.
All right, cool. Harold grabs Creedence. Thank you, Harold. Appreciate it, buddy boy. Spyro Gyra VG Plus copy, $5. We've got the Dixie Dregs, which isn't that Steve Morris? Yeah, Steve Morris. There it is, right there. Boom. That is a nice copy. Excellent condition on the vinyl. $5. The Firm. That's $5. VG Plus copy. That is Howard Jones. Humans Lib. That's $5. VG Plus. Joe Jackson. I'm the man. He the man. You the man. Who the man? He the man. $5 VG Plus copy. We've got, who is this? This is Handle with Care. Arizona Private Press record. So if you're into, and it looks like it's signed. So if you're into like collecting Arizona originals, there you go, $5 for that bit of history. And then finally, little Daryl Hall, $5, Sacred Songs. Peace. Not saying that to John though these days. Those two aren't getting along. All right, let me run through that crate one more time, and then we'll move on to our last crate of the night, which is a $4 crate again. And yeah, got some good stuff in there, but some of it might be interesting to you. Now that none of that stuff has been cleaned, graded, or sleeved. So there you go. ABC, that was $14. You've got Lee Ritenour, 14 on that one. Jackson Brown for 9. The Pretenders, these are all 9 now. Howard Jones is 9. Level 42. Wang Chung. Robert Cray. Good record, Robert Cray. Eddie Money, 9 as well. Haircut 100. Bruce Hornsby in the Range. We've got Stevie Wonder. Steve Morse Band. Wang Chung. Asia. All these are $9. And that is Asia again. Sting, 9. Billie Holiday, 9. Brain Damage, 9. And then Wang Chung. This last grouping is all $5.
David would like the Pretenders.
David wants to. Is that from the first crate, I believe? I think it is.
I don't remember.
Oh, it might be over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool.
I can't read the computer.
Oh, that's okay. Wang Chung, $5. These are all $5. The Honey Drippers, Greg Kinn Band. We broke them up today, just an hour before. How would you grade that? Was I in pitch? She's looking at me like, dude, that was terrible.
It's over here.
Oh, it is over here?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Audrey.
Sure,
Sorry about the singing too as well.
And then Harold would like Eddie Money.
Eddie Money. You want me to do some Eddie Money for you?
Sure.
No, you don't.
Okay.
All right, thank you. There he is. Eddie. Rest in peace, Eddie. And that is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. $5. Beautiful copy of that. Spyro Gyro, 5. Dixie Dregs with Steve Morris, 5. The Firm, 5. Howard Jones, 5. Joe Jackson's The Man, 5. Got that Arizona, Handle with Care. And then finally, Daryl Hall, 5 as well. So there you go. All right, let's flip this one out. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. And also, in case you missed it, I want to just mention some grails we have on the wall behind me. And if you want to, oh, look at this. I was looking for this Rolling Stones record because this was going to be part of my solar eclipse thing. Is painted black on here, and it's not. I can't win with the Stones. Anyways, that's kind of a cool yellow and red vinyl, Some Girls expanded edition from 78 Live. Includes a DVD. Anyways, good stuff, $69. So, but some stuff on the back wall I wanted to mention. Got the Faster Pussycat first album back here. We've got Judas Priest Turbo. If you're interested in seeing these or any prices, let me know. We've got In Excess, the X album with Suicide Blonde and a lot of other really good songs off it from 1990. I think that's their follow-up to Kick. And then what else is there? The Planes, Trains, and Automobile soundtrack, Great White, Faith No More from last night, LA Guns, Power Slave, Talking Heads, that's Power Slave by Iron Maiden, UK Press. And then we've got, what is that? That is the Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense. And yeah, so that's just a little bit of a taste there. And then obviously there's stuff on the back wall there too. You can probably see maybe in the distance there's, well, an early distant warning back there, right about there. That's Rush, Grace Under Pressure, Dock and Tooth and Nail, Pyromania. We got Purple Rain over there, High and Dry, Rio. These are all OG copies.
How much is
Turbo is $65. And it's a 1980. Wait, where is it? I lost it. Oh, there it is. It's behind me. It is a 1986 OG copy. The vinyl is in excellent condition. And the jacket is pretty tip-top too as well. So, boom. I love that record by Judas Priest. We got the album out of the jacket there. So, but the back cover looks as good as the front cover. Anyways, there you go. So yeah, that's a couple of the records there. So let's start the $4 records now, and see where we fall. Fleetwood Mac, as mentioned, this is Mirage. This is a VG minus. This is why it did not make the cut into the into a sleeved and being cleaned and stuff like that. So it's a rough copy, but if you're looking for a starter copy of Fleetwood Mac, there you go. I'll put that one to the side there. Charlie Daniels Band, Million Mile Reflection. Now the rest of these records we haven't graded or sleeved, as you know, but and this is from the Bruce Bennett collection, so this is probably going to be in good shape. It's just not really a popular record, so we're not going to sleeve it and stuff like that. So all due respect to Charlie Daniels. So there you go. So all these are $4. Dan Fogelberg, that is Phoenix. That's cool. I did not know that. Chicago Hot Streets, very nice. Gatefold on that one. Is that a promo copy? Yeah. Oh, for governmental sale only. Jeff had told me the other day that that's actually for servicemen overseas when they get records sent to them. They'd have like little turntables and stuff and play them. So how about this? Hey, there you go. You know what I'm talking about, guys. That's Cheryl Ladd. Her, I assume that's a country record. How you doing? Cheryl Ladd looking all fetching on the cover of her album and on the back of her album. This was a Bruce Bennett collection record, as he wrote his name there. But yeah, I don't know what it sounds like. I don't know what the music is, but Cheryl Ladd from back in the day. Wasn't she one of Charlie's Angels back in the day after, say, what was it? Farrah Fawcett left? Not sure. This is Nantucket, Long Way to the Top. That is a lobster climbing a building with holding a guitar. Interesting. That's kind of cool cover art. Yeah. Mick Jagger, She's the Boss. Sorry, Mick. Mason Ruffner, $4. All of these records are, if you want me to check condition on any of them for you, I can do that. Nightingales and Bombers, that's Manford Mann's Earth Band. Is Blinded by the Light on here? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Because that would have been a good one for the old solar eclipse coming up on Monday. Olivia Newton-John, making a good thing a little better. Very nice. Peter Frampton, I'm in You. Okay. David Bryan, Take No Prisoners. Byron, rather, Take No Prisoners. All these are $4. And that is, I don't know who this is. This is Sea Level. Is that the name of the band? Sea Level. I've never heard of these guys. So there you go. Something to experiment with if you're interested. John Clemmer. And that is... Al Diamel. I can never say his name. I know he's a great guitarist. Al Dia. I just cannot say his name. I'm sorry. Donald Fagen, Walter Becker, Denny Diaz. I've never seen this record. Motion picture films. You got to walk like you talk, or you'll lose that beat. Got some writing on the front of it, but yeah. The Steely Dan guys. I told you this Bruce Bennett guy was a big Steely Dan fan. I think that came from the Bruce Bennett collection. Maybe it wasn't. Ooh, Donnie Iris. I dig Donnie Iris. That's some good stuff. Back on the Streets. Is Aaliyah on here? Aaliyah is on here. Boom. What do we got here? We got John Clemmer again. We got Daryl Hall and John Oates, War Babies. There are so many Daryl Hall and John Oates records I've never heard of. Here's more. Past Times Behind. Here's more. Oh, wait, this is the Bee Gees. Main Course. Voices. Okay, I've heard of that one. Phoebe Snow. We got Linda Ronstadt. Heart Like a Wheel. Very nice. Got more Linda. Simple Dreams. We got Ecstatic. Hall & Oates. We got more Hall & Oates. Along the Red Ledge. What? More Hall & Oates. Boney on a Back Street. These guys were proficient. I'm guessing these guys were putting out at least one record, maybe 2 records a year back in the day. Dixie Dregs. We've got Pablo Cruz. Oh, that's cool.
Roger with like Donnie Iris.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, he knows what time it is. It's time for Aaliyah. Great song. Great song. That is Janice. This is a 2 LP. It looks like this is live, probably. I'm guessing it's live. Let me crack this open a little bit. Oh, it's got like a little picture sleeve. It's kind of falling apart a little bit. So, oh, it's from the motion picture of Janice. Are these Janice songs? I hope so. And, well, it's got early performances from Janice in it. Yeah, there you go. So there you go, Janice. Spyro Gyra again. We've got Bob James touchdown. NFL draft is coming up. Is your team going to get that great quarterback that will probably be a bust? Mine probably will. The Vikings, and then they'll stink. Lee Ritenour again. This is Third World. Not familiar with them. Jefferson Starship. All right. Spitfire. The Cruzados, After Dark. We got the Rossington Collins Band. We've got the Crusaders again. Very nice. And then we've got Michael Franks. And then we've got the Manhattan Transfer. All these are $4. Anita Baker. That is Rapture. And more John Clemmer. We got the Gatto Barbary. I think I'm saying that right, with Ruby Ruby. I'll pull the rest of these out of here. I'll hold these up one at a time. Little Lee Ritenour. We got some Alex DeGrassi. More Lee Ritenour. Captain Fingers. I think this album cover and that Nantucket band should get together or something. Rodney Franklin. Earl Klug. Got Benny Goodman. OG. Put these over here. Carlos Montoya. Yeah, I said that right. Little Vivaldi, if you're interested. Little Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass Volume 2. Not Volume 1, unfortunately. That is Jonathan Butler. And then finally, Larry Carlton. Oh, there's one more. Hang on. I think that's probably Hiroshima with, I would venture to guess that's called Go. So there you go. No pun intended. We got a bunch of Pearl Jam stuff in today for the new album. We got this gigantic poster. I guess it's kind of like a cardboard cutout poster. It's about the size of, it's probably what, 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet. It's like an album cover. And then we also got a bunch of posters for the Pearl Jam listening party. That's right over here. Let me grab one. And we got this huge, gigantic sticker. I kid you not, that is about 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet. So yeah. Yeah, it's really big. That is the Pearl Jam poster. Those will be free. Anybody that shows up to the listening party. And then I think the first 20 people that come, we're supposed to be getting Slipknots. Not Slipknots. That's the band. Slipmats from Pearl Jam. And then patches as well from Pearl Jam. They're being very generous, which is good. Because that album is expensive. But from what I've heard from it, it's really good so far. And then we'll go through this first crate again one more time before we jump out of here for the night. And then we're supposed to be, we're going to be giving away a Pearl Jam tote bag that I'm guessing is going to be very nice too. So there you go. All right, let me do this. Can you slide that over for me, Audrey, since you're right in the neighborhood?
Grab one. Roger can grab Larry. I can't read from here.
Larry Carlton.
Is that in the back?
It's kind of in the back, a little bit in the back.
That's
No, yep, you found it. All right, cool. Let's run through this crate one more time really quick. Cat Stevens for the Solar Eclipse. Got a little Death Cab for Cutie for the Solar Eclipse. The Beatles, Here Comes the Sun for the Solar Eclipse. Black Hole Sun for the Solar Eclipse. And Escape for the Solar Eclipse. Oh, and I lied. That is Pink Floyd for the Solar Eclipse. U2 Unforgettable Fighter. Excellent condition on this one, $29. Beautiful copy of this record. And then this was James Blake. And that was Rob Zombie with the illicit inner sleeve. And that is Machine Gun Kelly, $24 on that one. That is not Janis Joplin. That's Janet Jackson. And that's $24. Remember when she was on, what was it? Different Strokes. When she played Willis's girlfriend back in the day. I think that was Janet. She was on Good Times as well. When she was really young. So anyways, Flock of Seagulls, listen, $19. That is Brothers in Arms for $24 if you're joining us late. And then Steely Dan, that is $19. VG++ on that one. Excellent copy of Foreigner. $19. We graded that excellent on the vinyl. VG++ on this one, 19. The vinyl has been graded VG++ on this one, 19. ZZ Top, graded excellent on the vinyl, 19. Queen, News of the World, VG+, 19. The Beatles, 62-69, VG+, 19. And then finally, Noise, Noise, Noise. Last Gang, that's a punk record, modern punk record, limited to 599 copies. Don't know why it was $5.99, but it sounds like kind of a fun number. So there you go.
Roger's gonna take the other dark side we have.
Oh, okay. Roger's going to grab the other dark side. Cool. There you go. So it's going to be a dark side of the moon kind of eclipse. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate it. All right. I think that's it for the night. We're going to wrap it up. We'll be back here on Wednesday night of next week. We got some really cool stuff. We got Tesla, a couple of Tesla records, OGs. We got a Lita Ford, the good one. Not that the other Lita Fords are bad. I'm sorry, Lita. But the one with Ozzy, with her kind of on the cover, kind of in a catcher position, I guess you could say. Yeah, you know that cover I'm talking about, where she's, kind of a side view, she's going to catch a perfect game from Nolan Ryan or something, who knows. But I don't think if Nolan Ryan ever threw a perfect game, but definitely a lot of no-hitters. And then what else do we got coming up next week? Don Henley, The End of the Innocents. That's a rare record to get in. I love that record. That's like one of the records that I could play all the way through. He's got a great song on there with Axl Rose as well. I Will Not Go Quietly, in addition to all the other great songs off of there. But so we'll be posting something about that probably tonight or tomorrow about what's coming up on Wednesday night. So hope to see you back here, and I hope you guys have a good weekend, and be careful. I guess we're not supposed to look directly at the solar eclipse, so I'm certainly not going to do that because I got enough problems seeing as well. Exactly. All right, I'm kind of colorblind, as Jen says. So are we good, Audrey?
Yes.
All right, Audrey says we are good. We're good to go. And we'll leave it at that. And you guys have a great weekend. And if you're local, hope to see you stop by the store. We're open tomorrow. Audrey and I will be hanging out on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Jen and I will be hanging out in the store as Sandy, who normally works Sundays, has gone to Los Angeles to see her sons. So what a good mother going to see her boys. All right, cool. We're out of here. Thank you so much. And thanks for the support of the record store, our little piece of heaven here. As we love records. Jen and I love records. And Audrey loves records. Sandy loves records.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Alex would like Hiroshima
And Cheryl Ladd. Oh, yeah, cool, Alex. That's cool. Let me, I think that's over here. So we'll grab those for you, Alex. So just in the nick of time. Very cool. Thank you so much. And so if you see anything, you might have, you're watching the show a little later on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, or on X, you can certainly send us a message like Randy did last night, like Mark did last night, and others. All right. Audrey says we're good to go, and we're going to jump out of here and have